So I remember a post on LinkedIn by one of my favorite marketers that was saying that basically the best 5 skills you can get into marketing would be 1, copywriting, 2, copywriting, 3, copywriting, 4, copywriting. Well, you get the drift. Why is this so important? Well, it can be used throughout the entire funnel, and a lot of things can be fixed by just talking in a better manner to your persona. All right, so let's talk a little bit about top funnel copywriting and why is it so important to write well your unique selling point straight from the beginning. Hey guys, I'm Jean Bonenfant. I'm the head of growth and trading for the French market at Growth Tribe, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics, copywriting. Every single website have what we call a negative edging effect. This means that when people are going to basically land into your page, that they're going to have 5 seconds and no more to understand 2 incredibly important things. First thing first, what are you guys selling? So are you guys selling a service, a product, what it is, what does it do? It's usually quite well done by businesses. The second one though is usually when we start to see some holes within your copy. Can you actually explain what is your unique selling point? What makes you different than the 7 other tabs I just opened on Google with similar versions of your website or let's say some similar products to you? The good news is that it's 2021. I used to work in advertising and it used to be really complicated to get that kind of really instant feedback on your copy. Now there's actually lots of tools out there that can help you quickly fix all of these copywriting processes. Let me show you one example. So little anecdote. I was in London, I was waiting to go to a conference and I was checking google.co.uk to find some turntables for my apartment. I landed upon that page which was tailored.com, and basically I didn't really understand what was the product first. So it's actually a quite nice product that is going to ask you a couple of personal questions and then recommend you a tailored list of items that you could buy on Amazon, Currys, Tesco, etc, etc. But in 5 seconds from the website I cannot understand that at all. So as I said just before, there's now some tools that can allow you to have some panels of users that can actually test out this in 5 seconds. So you're going to put a design in front of them for 5 seconds and then ask them those 2 questions. What is the product / service offered by this page, but also what makes that product unique, right? I launched the first test with the original homepage and obviously 0% of people actually understood those 2 points. And I was like, all right, Jean, you're a copywriter, let's try and help that company. So in Google Chrome, you can actually go into the code of a page, change the copywriting, it will actually just change it for yourself, and then you can take some screenshots and do another test. So that's what I did. So the first try was quite simple. We help you shop better and faster online. So now I've got 13% of people actually understanding what is the main benefit of my product. So I'm going to run a second test now, and the second test is going to be your online buying assistant in seconds. And obviously now I've got 26% people understanding the headline way better than before, but it's still not enough. So I took a look at what the people had to say about that specific headline, and I found number 14 that says, find ideal product you're looking for by answering some tailored question. Perfect, this is actually a really great copy that explained perfectly my product or my service. So I took that one, put it into the website and launched the last test. And this time I've got 80% of people that actually understood the copy. This literally took me less than 20 minutes and a laptop. Basically every single copy that you put out there in front of your consumers should be pre-tested first, because it's incredibly cheap in 2021 and it's also incredibly quick. But I've got something maybe a little bit better for you. I actually found out that one of the best growth hacks that you can find on copywriting is incredibly easy. This is going to help you lower down your bounce rate. We all know websites nowadays, right? So you have your logo on the top left corner, you're going to have your menu bar maybe on the top, and then you're going to have maybe a screenshot of your product or a picture, and usually then you're going to have the first headline. So one thing you need to understand about this is that they actually did a lot of studies on this with eye tracking machines, and 78% of humans are actually going to be attracted straight up to the first headline. So that headline needs to exactly be the 2 points that I was saying before. What's the product or service, and also what is the unique selling point? What I've seen from experience is that a lot of websites usually do the same mistake. So they usually have a first headline that I like to call inspirational. And the second one is usually a description of the product. Well, the biggest growth hack I've seen in terms of lowering your bounce rate is to switch them up, as easy as this. I'm not saying you can't be inspirational, you have your own branding, your own way of writing, all of that. But this is not the time. I trusted you with an ad, with a blog post, with whatever I clicked on to land on your page. You need to explain me those 2 things first and respect the users that actually took the time to click on your link and come into the website. You need to really understand that this is the first thing that everyone should see, and and then you're gonna do your own copy, your own branding, etc., etc. But what about the CTA then? Well, a CTA is a call to action. So please put the action within the CTA. If you tell me now, test it out or try it out, something like this is way too vague, way too broad, and people don't know what to expect when they're actually going to click on that CTA. In that example, you can see that the CTA is build my page now. Well, guess what happened when you click on the CTA? You build your page now. So this is actually the perfect way to write a CTA. Don't be too creative on that one. This is definitely not somewhere that you need to be inspirational. All right, guys, talking about inspirational stuff, well, I think this channel is pretty inspirational, well, at least when I'm on it. So follow, subscribe, all of these things, and I'll see you next time. Bye.